Thank you, everyone, and thank you for staying back for the last session of the day. Nimrat, thank you for joining us. We've been waiting for since morning to see you on the stage. So if I can request the guests there to settle down, please.
Can we please request the guests to settle down or maybe take the conversations outside to the pre-function area? Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. So, you know, from a wandering army kid who never stayed in one place long enough to make childhood friends, and these are all what I have gathered from, you know, your conversations with different people earlier. Nimrat, you have become the kind of actor whose very stillness speaks volumes, and she captured hearts globally as a lonely wife in the Lunchbox, the movie The Lunchbox, making cans of curried nostalgia seem cinematic for us. On and off the screen, she has transformed from a timid housewife turned chief minister in Dasvi to breakthrough international presence in Homeland and now leading royal drama in Kul. All of this wrapped in this elegance of someone who candidly says, I am not, and this is what she has said, I am not shy to seek help because emotional hygiene matters more than physical fitness. Is something that, you know, I believe you believe in. So thank you, Nimrat, for joining us. First question, aap kuch dino pehle Calcutta mein thi. I saw some of your videos there, and you enjoyed the food there. You tried Rasagolla there. I saw one of your reels. You did that, right?
Good evening, Khamma Ghani, Jaipur. Thank you so much for having me here. For the uninitiated, I'm also a Rajasthan born. I was born in Pilani, district Jhunjhunu. So Rajasthan is not just any state that I'll, you know, walk into and make an appearance and, you know, then you kind of go back home to Mumbai. This is home. This is my birth state. This is my father's birth state. I just like to, you know, say these things every time, you know, I kind of come here because it's so dear and so close to me. Just the soil and just the air of this state. So thank you for so many welcomes. I feel like I've had 5 welcomes. Thanks for that. Yes, I love rasgullas a lot. And the first time I had a rasgulla was actually from Bikaner. Not from Kolkata. But that was my introduction to rasgulla. So I was quite surprised that rasgullas actually don't belong to Rajasthan. Because मुझे लगा था रसगुल्ला जो है वो यहाँ का breakfast है ना कुछ ऐसा रसगुल्ला और भुजिया है ना नहीं है पता नहीं I don't know मैं जब भी किसी के घर जाती हूँ वहाँ पे रसगुल्ला भुजिया ज़रूर मिलता है सुबह या किसी भी टाइम चले जाए so to answer your question yes I love rasgulla Rasgulla in Kolkata and I love food overall so yes
I know कचौड़ी order कराई थी आपने सुबह में
हाँ जी कचौड़ी रावत की कचौड़ी that was my breakfast चाय के साथ you know you can't be in Jaipur and not have that so yes
yes okay and so which is better रसगुल्ला of Kolkata या घेवर इधर का
So I know I'm sorry but घेवर मुझसे इतना मेरे को इतना प्यार नहीं है घेवर से अभी तक maybe it's a love story that will develop in time but घेवर is something I've yet to really fall in love with. What I really love is rasgulla and Rajbhog जो केसर और वो saffron wala
right the yellow one yes
I love it.
I love when people talk about food. You can look at me and understand why. One cannot say that for you, of course. Now, let me ask you that you made so much of food in Lunchbox too. And Dabba wala the, wo bhej dete the. Now, tell me, in this age and time of delivery apps and all, if you have to rewrite that script, kaise change hoga wo?
I don't know आप में से किसने lunch box देखी है?
I'm sure most of
बहुत लोगों ने देखी होगी? Oh, okay, that's a fair number of people. Lovely. So in the end, you know, she wants to go to Bhutan, right? Because वहाँ की जो I think gross domestic
happiness index.
Yeah, the gross, right. So it's measured in the quotient of happiness. So I always imagined, and this is something I imagined even while I was filming, that she will go to Bhutan, वहाँ पे अपना कुछ तो ढाबा या catering service वो खोल लेगी, and वहाँ से she'll start giving out tiffins and lunch boxes with surprise letters in them, I thought.
Okay.
And जैसे वो fortune cookie मिलती है ना, उसमें एक message सा होता है, you know, we don't know what it's going to hold, but I used to actually daydream about that. So I think आज की delivery की age में वो एक थोड़ा सा, you know, warm touch आएगा food delivery की age में. तो ऐप का नाम मत पूछेगा, अब इतना नहीं मैंने सोचा हुआ. Maybe डब्बा something, I don't know.
चलो ऐप नहीं पूछता हूँ, but you know, you have said that you know, you don't like to repeat roles, if I'm not wrong. You always look for new challenges, new. But you have to do Lunchbox too. ऐप का नाम नहीं बोलना है, but इला को एक upgrade देना है. तो वो क्या होगा?
यही तो है, इतना बड़ा घर में से एक ही आदमी के लिए जो वो बेचारी इतना लंच बना रही थी, उसकी बजाय अब पूरा एक यू नो फूड सर्विस, केटरिंग सर्विस, ढाबा खोल सकती है. भूटान इज सच अ ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस, आई एम टोल्ड. आई हैवंट बीन देयर येट. So I think that's a massive career upgrade also. She'll, you know, probably look after herself a little bit more and just blend into the culture of Bhutan and, you know, एक सुंदर सी जगह अपना एक प्यारा सा scenic Instagrammable cafe या एक ढाबा खोल के. I think, yeah, I think that would be it. And I think she'll look after herself a lot more and learn to love herself a lot more. I think that was something Ila didn't do. So yeah.
Is that a message that you would also like to tell others? That how important is that? Because you said that, you know, as I said that, you know, you have, you talk about wellness, you talk about environment and all. So do you think that's a message that you would want to give us as well in some way or the other?
I mean, it's more like a life practice. Who am I to give a message, really? I'm not someone who's, you know, in my practice of all these things, it's so advanced that, you know, I can sort of propagate that in a professional manner, perhaps. But I think that on a day-to-day basis, it's extremely important to look after ourselves mentally, emotionally, physically. I actually think that these are the three important pillars of our lives. And, you know, just the chaos that urban lives bring, any field of work, anything, anywhere. I'm sure a lot of you are entrepreneurs, you know, journalists, and people from, you know, the business world, actors, all of us. I think at the core of it all, I feel like there is nothing more important than finding how to really, really center yourself in the middle of all the madness. You know, when you are in the eye of the storm, how do you really handle that chaos? And all of us face it, I know that. You know, some of us just face it more online, some of us in offices, some of us, you know, in homes, but the chaos is real. And these are, you know, urban day-to-day issues. And I think it's extremely important to give it as much spotlight as anything else.
All right, okay. And with the way the lives have become more and more, you know, chaotic for all of us in urban spaces especially, I think your idea of going to a place like Bhutan really works wonder, being there, wonderful place. You know, so, you know, you have from tiffin boxes to tanks in test case. Next kya hai, kuch, you know, spaceship ya sci-fi kya hoga? I know Family Man 3, I think that is coming. Lots of expectations, I'm sure.
Well, I love the show. Family Man is a franchise I'm in love with. So I was very excited. In fact, मुझे बीकानेर में ही मैं वो shoot कर रही थी Kul, which is a show on Jio Hotstar that I've done, and you know it's there, where I play a Rajasthani royalty, you know, person. So it was very exciting to do that. वहीं पे मुझे, you know, I was actually asked to come on board with Family Man. So Rajasthan की मिट्टी मुझे बहुत suit करती है, as you know. So yes, I've done a lot of science fiction kind of work as well. I've done Foundation Season 2 on Apple TV, and then there's a show called Wayward Pines. I've dabbled in that in the past. I haven't done that for a long time, but I would love to. I love the horror genre a lot. मुझे वो देखने में ज़्यादा interest नहीं है, मतलब पैसे देख के डरने का sentiment मुझे थोड़ा गड़बड़ लगता है. But I would love to be able to play, something in a horror comedy or a horror film or a romantic comedy. I haven't done a lot of genres actually. Yeah.
So I was about to say that, it's not always horror, it's horror comedy also, and we love that. And of late, we have some examples from Bollywood which have done really, really well, in tickling our bones, funny bones. So, you talked about Kul, उसमें आपने एक लोरी गाई है, आपने उसमें एक कुल के अंदर में. तो आप गाती हैं ऐसे या वो जस्ट एक था हो गया उसके बाद?
मतलब मैंने प्रोफेशनली ट्रेनिंग नहीं ली, बट मेरी मम्मा गाती हैं और क्लासिकली मैं ट्रेन नहीं हूँ, बट हाँ अब थोड़ी सी फ्रेंड्स और फैमिली से बात थोड़ी और आगे गई है. सो आई वॉज वेरी फॉर्चुनेट. एक राजस्थानी लोरी थी एक्चुअली, जो एकता कपूर, द प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ द शो एंड द डायरेक्टर साहिर रजा, they said that I should sing it, and they were very kind to think that I was worthy enough to, sort of immortalize that moment there for the show. So yeah, I really had a lot of fun doing that.
Okay. No, I think you sing better than that. You're trying to be humble. We have something to show you. Can we play that video that I shared earlier? Can you play that? You remember this? And this is a couple of years back at least, yeah?
सीने विच चल दिया रगा च लकोलवा आजा तेनू साहा दिली तागे च परोलवा सीने विच चल दिया रगा च लकोलवा दूरिया दा सप किते सानू डंग जावे ना तेरे मेरे प्यार नू नजर लग जावे ना तेरे मेरे प्यार.
A big round of applause for the singer Nimrat Kaur, whom probably you all have not seen earlier. I think this was a couple of years back or year back or sometime.
It was actually last year in Kaziranga when I was shooting for Family Man. So ये last October की बात है actually. And my friend and colleague is here who has actually pushed me to sing on Instagram. I used to sing when she used to get me ready and things, and I don't know where she is right now. I'm sure she's hiding because she hates me mentioning. There she is. Shraddha, that's the culprit. If ever you have to suffer my bad singing or whatever, there she is. So
no, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it.
So it's thanks to her actually. She egged me on, and then I've kind of like stepped out of my shell a little bit. Yes.
Okay. All right. I also saw one of your video message on World Environment Day about need for recycling and conserving. Yeah. So how close is this issue to you, and why I ask this to you especially is because you're from the film industry, which is high on consumption, very naturally. I mean, you have so many people going out, shooting, lights, and everything. Do you sometimes, get angry on the set, or you think, नहीं इसको ऐसे करते ना, कुछ तो conservation होगा, कुछ तो बचेगा? How do we deal it within the film industry?
Well, a film set is actually like a circus tent.
Right.
We come, there's chaos, we kind of, do our thing, and then we pack up everything and we are gone. So there are many times that I have noticed that environmentally there's some damage done, या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा कचरा या waste पीछे रह जाता है. तो set पे चिल्लाने से या वो सब तो कुछ खास होता नहीं है, because वो आप एक बेचारे किसी पे बोल देंगे, सब लोग अपना काम कर रहे हैं. There are 10,000 things to do when you're working. So it's not that really, what I end up doing is कि मेरे immediate environment में मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ. अगर प्लास्टिक की bottles जो single use छोटी जो होती हैं हर जगह होती हैं, I'm sorry, there are lots I can see here as well, but I know it's a problem because we are trying to solve for people being able to access drinking water, and how do we do that? We can't have AquaGuard and ROs everywhere, but something needs to be done at a larger level where we can solve for single-use plastic, थैलियाँ और ये सब हर जगह फैली हुई होती हैं. And I've grown up seeing things. Because of my father being in the army, हम लोग हर जगह छोटी जगहों में रहे हैं, तो वहाँ पे कचरे के ढेर और कितना कुछ पड़ा रहता था. And as a child also, I used to not like to see that. It just is something that you you learn to not do. You learn to clean your house up and अपने study table या वो छोटी-छोटी habits होती हैं जो बड़े होके then you expand to your immediate environment where we in my for instance my vanity van where we all get ready, we just kind of ensure कि हम लोग कम से कम प्लास्टिक की बॉटल्स यूज़ करें, प्लास्टिक स्ट्रॉज ना यूज़ करें, अपने पर्सनल बॉटल्स एंड ग्लासेस जिसमें कॉफ़ी चाय पी जाती है, इतना ही छोटा छोटा कंट्रीब्यूशन जो है अगर हर कोई करेगा तो एट अ लार्जर लेवल इट विल मेक अ डिफरेंस. So this is something which I personally carry very close to my heart, and I really do wish that more and more awareness happens about this, and this is not like a first world problem, because truly and genuinely this isn't a first world problem. It is a problem of a country like ours where हम लोग अपने घर को साफ करके कचरा बाहर फेंक देते हैं. So we just need a little bit of basic education there, I think.
Yeah, you rightly said that if everyone strives a little bit, वो बूंद बूंद से गागर भरता है, तो everyone tries and that takes a shape of a ocean. Nimrat, your journey has anything but conventional, from advertising to theatre to international cinema. Which along the moments, I'm sure there would be many, but if I ask you to probably identify one, that okay, this is the one, yes, I'm going for it, it changed the course of everything that you're doing today.
I think the lunchbox has to be it, because
right.
From there was a couple of music videos I've done called from an album called Tera Mera Pyar. So that was my first step into the entertainment business, and then after that बहुत सारी ads करी, Cadbury की एक ad करी थी, which was another high point. But the lunchbox really kind of converted my career from that girl in that ad or that music video to someone people know by name now. And there was a name attached to the face, and that was really, I think, the first and the biggest chapter that opened for me in the film business. So I'll always owe everything to that one, one moment in my life, for sure, yes.
And that with late Irfan Ji, I mean, what an actor. So anything you would want to share about that great actor with us here? I saw one of your posts where you've gone somewhere and you've seen like a huge, mural made out of him. Yeah.
Well, मैं क्या बात करूँ उनके बारे में, हम सब जानते हैं what a national treasure he was.
Probably your best moment with Irfan.
The best moment was when I got to know he's playing Sergeant Fernandez. That was the best moment. मुझे तो लगा मुझे कुछ गलत सुन गया है, मैंने कहा क्या बात कर रहे हो, really? Because I was the first one who was cast in the movie. Nawaz and Irfan दोनों की पहले से, I think the film was also written for them. But I didn't know who's playing what. And when I was told, I was both shocked, overwhelmed, excited, nervous, anxious, all of the above. And then, of course, there was that moment when I met him for the first time. It was at the reading of the movie. And reading तो क्या ही हो पाई मुझसे, मैं तो बस उनको देख ही रही थी कि वो क्या बोलेंगे, कैसे करेंगे, but he didn't actually read that day. He had someone who'd come and read for him, and this was his style, because he didn't really, like reading a script, cold like that, I think. And he's also Rajasthan born, Tonk ke hai na? I think Jaipur, so, yes. Yeah. I'm not sure, but I think we're Rajasthan born. Right. So, he's someone, I think he'll live with us and through the movies until we are alive. As a country, as an art-loving culture, he was beyond an artist or beyond an actor. I think he used to channel divinity when he would work. There was some kind of magic in the way he would see a moment, and an unpredictability, lifelike unpredictability, where we go into something, we walk into something thinking this will happen, and then just the opposite happens. So that was him, I thought. Just pure celluloid magic.
Yeah, I know. We all love him, and I still love to call him Rudar from his character in Haider. What a fantastic actor. He was a big loss to the entire country and beyond. Nimrat, you also worked, same as for Irfan Ji, you also worked with artists from outside in projects. So what's there, probably there are many differences, but if I have to ask you one stark difference when it comes to working with abroad or here, what would that be and
वो
why
लोग
is
चाय
it so?
कचौड़ी नहीं खाते उनको
बट उनके
culturally
सेट्स पे तो मैंने सुना है ग्लैडिएटर 2 के सेट पे मैंने सुना कि इंडियन इम्तियाज़ जी एक कहानी सुना रहे थे कि उनका जो कुक था उनको ले गया वहाँ पे, तो ग्लैडिएटर के सेट पे इंडियन मैक्सिकन सब लगा और सबसे ज़्यादा भीड़ इंडियन सेट पे लगी हुई होती थी.
chicken tikka masala as they call it.
Yes, of course.
You know, Indian food is loved everywhere, but set-wise and I think culturally, what happens is that हम लोग culturally बहुत different हैं. We are a warmer, closer-knit space. I think by virtue of us being what 1.4 billion packed into this subcontinent, हम लोग इतने सारे हैं कि we have to interact with a lot more people all the time. So हम लोग adjust करते हैं, हम लोग एक दूसरे को झेलते हैं, प्यार करते हैं, गुस्सा करते हैं, थोड़ा फ्री हैं हम थोड़े रिलैक्स्ड हैं. वहाँ पे थोड़े दूर दूर थोड़ा सा अलग अलग, थोड़ा सा यू डू यू आई डू मी. I don't know यहाँ पे Gen Zs कितने हैं, but you know this is the way people express themselves.
इधर देखिए
हाँ
भरे
जी
पड़े
है
हैं
वहाँ
वहाँ
पे. Okay, good. So what I'm saying is that culturally we are a little bit different. We are closer knit and हम लोग जुगाड़ू हैं. India और जुगाड़, they are the two, है ना. तो वहाँ पे क्या होता है, अगर कुछ चीज़ मिसिंग है, अगर कुछ चीज़ प्लान के हिसाब से नहीं हुई, तो फिर मतलब रायता फैल जाता है. देन यू डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू, बिकॉज यहाँ पे तो हम कर लेते हैं ना, अच्छा ये नहीं है वो कर लेंगे, वो नहीं है ये कर लेंगे, बिकॉज वी आर यूज टू इट. यू नो वी आर यूज टू थिंग्स कोलैप्सिंग. द बेस्ट पार्ट आई डिड थिंक वर्किंग अब्रॉड इज दैट टाइम इज़ रियली रियली अप्रिशिएटेड फॉर एवरी वन. आपका टाइम हर किसी के लिए उतना ही कीमती है जितना अपना टाइम है. और ये मेरे लिए, बिकॉज आई एम फ्रॉम एन आर्मी अपब्रिंगिंग, at a DNA level मेरे लिए बहुत important है. I take timelines very seriously. Sometimes I'll stress for my entire team on my own because I can't deal with timelines going off. So this is something that I love about the work culture abroad. And I'm sure a lot of you who have interacted with people, from the US or Europe or wherever else, you'll also see that, they are just sticklers for time. They know, what they say. The punctuality factor is like, I'm a fan. अदरवाइज तो यार अदरक की चाय मिलती है जो अपने सेट पे, और जो अपनी ऐश होती है, और जो हम लोग जैसे ठाट में काम करते हैं, वो अलग बात है.
ग्रेट टू हियर दैट. एक वो भी हमारा एक ट्रेडमार्क है फॉर विच एक्चुअली दे लव अस, दैट व्हेन यू वर्क इन इंडिया यू पैम्पर्ड लाइक अ किंग, सो दैट्स समथिंग दे आल्सो लाइक इट. निमृत, while many of us know you for your performances, few of us actually know about the grit and the perseverance you have shown to be where you are. You've heard this enough times, not good enough, and low bank balances. कभी मन नहीं किया कि छोड़ दूँ, चली जाऊँ, मतलब वापस चली जाती हूँ, quit कर देती हूँ, और अगर हुआ तो फिर what kept you going on?
Well, मन तो कभी नहीं करता था कि मैं छोड़ दूँ या चले जाऊँ, या डर बहुत लगता था, बहुत. क्योंकि मुंबई में कुछ मैंने कुछ सेव करे हुए थे पैसे. मैं कॉलेज में आई यूज़ टू डू सम एंकरिंग गिग्स ऑन द साइड. वो दिवाली मेला वाले चीज़ें होती हैं ना, वो ओपन ट्रक्स एंड कैंटर्स होते हैं, वो साउथ एक्सटेंशन में माइक लेके और वो सब. आई यूज़ टू एज अ कॉलेज किड आई यूज़ टू काइंड ऑफ व्हेन माय ट्यूशन्स वर नॉट हैपनिंग, एंड क्योंकि मैं एक बहुत ही पढ़ाकू कॉलेज में थी. मैं शो ऑफ करूं थोड़ा सा?
हाँ, करो ना.
मैं श्रीराम कॉलेज ऑफ कॉमर्स से मैंने BCom ऑनर्स पढ़ी हुई है. तो थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई लव थैंक यू. क्या होता है ना, एंटरटेनमेंट बिजनेस में कोई जानता ही नहीं है, तो मैं फिर जब बताती हूँ तो इन अ प्लेस लाइक दिस आपको वैल्यू पता चलेगी. सो मैं थोड़ा सा दैट्स अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ लाइक अ माय पीकॉक फेदर.
बिंदास फ्लेक्स करो आप.
So yeah, when I used to not have to study, and when I used to like not be busy buried in my books, I used to do this to make a little bit of money. So वो थोड़े बहुत पैसे जमा करके I had come to Bombay, but that had started to run out. And कुछ 85-90 ऑडिशंस के बाद जब मैंने कोई भी ऐड नहीं आ रही थी, कुछ नहीं आ रहा था, एंड कोई आपको देखेगा, कोई आपको अंदर कमरे में आके ऑडिशन भी नहीं करने देगा, और people will just be like, नहीं, you don't fit the role, out. So people were doing their job, but I didn't know the roughness of this profession. You know, I was just coming from college, literally. I had passed out of college and I came to Mumbai.
And no background of...
No, दूर दूर तक कुछ नहीं. मतलब मेरे मामा जी दोनों बिट्स पिलानी से passed out हैं. सीरी पिलानी में my mother grew up. पापा जो हैं वो गंगानगर से पड़े पले बड़े मोहनपुरा के हैं. कहाँ से दूर दूर तक कुछ नहीं. आर्मी या फिर engineers. I was like that. Literally the darkest sheep in the family. जो idea ही नहीं है कि कहाँ क्या कुछ नहीं. So given all of that, I had a lot of fear and a lot of worry for what I was doing with my life. Given that I was a graduate from a college like SRCC, you can't, you know, throw away something like that. What a waste of a degree and what a waste of all my, you know, years leading up to that. So I was very concerned about my future many times. But I must have been worried, I must have been concerned, but I never broke. That moment never came where I took action on my fears and I said, bas, ab nahi hoga. वो अब नहीं होगा वाला moment नहीं आया, and I think that's thanks to my upbringing and my father's grit and his life example, I think.
Yes.
He brought me up like, you know, like, for the lack of a better way of saying this, like a son. At a time where daughters were looked at as a liability, कि अरे अब ये लड़की को हमें किसी घर भेजना पड़ेगा या, you know, she's not an asset to the family. He brought me up with the confidence where I could do anything I wished for, and I just had to think about it. So that's what kept me in Bombay. That's what didn't let me leave the city.
Right, okay. So just because he's talked about his father, let me share 2 bits about him. That has been, what, 27, 26 years since it was 31 years. So you want to tell about your father. I really respect you. I've seen you talking about him on your Instagram and all. His father was in the military and he was abducted, if I'm not wrong. But he is now an honor for us that the courage that he has given to Nimrat is very evident in your grit, Nimrat. So if I have to ask you one more question, is that if you were to text back Nimrat, who was there in Mumbai in 2004, if I'm not wrong, when you reached there, so कुछ आप नसीहत देंगी उनको?
मैं बस यही बोलूँगी कि जिस चीज़ से भी आपको डर लग रहा है वो एक्चुअली उतनी बड़ी है ही नहीं. You know, don't fear what hasn't happened, because जब तक वो बात आएगी ना आप उसको पार कर लोगे. So relax and go for it. That's what I would tell you.